and welcome to Expeditious Fool Tarot. My name's Brandon, and today we're going to be doing the wonderful horoscope for Pisces. So we've went full circle around 12 videos. This is the first round. And with this, I've been using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the borderless edition. It's got some extras in there, which I've seen come up in several of this first run of readings, which is really, really rare. So it must mean some crazy stuff's going on, because there's only like 4 of them in the entire deck, and they've come up for a lot of the different signs now. All right, Pisces, I won't waste your time, so we'll get right into it. Ultimately here, Pisces, I'm sorry. I say that because it looks like in this next week or so, or if you've already experienced it in your recent past, if not, it's coming up. We do have the last reading I talked about the Death card being one of the feared cards. The other feared card, the Tower, starts you out. Now, again, Tower isn't always bad. And of course, through every dark situation, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it brings transformation, change, things like that. The Tower actually, you know, a divine moment, stepping in, something happening. But in this situation, and we'll get into a little bit more, I do see it as the potential ending of a relationship or a connection of some sort. Friendship as well could be. But definitely thinking more strongly, it's going to resonate with more people with a relationship, and we'll get into that further. So right next to the Tower, we've got the Ten of Swords. Definite anxiety in that situation. So with the Tower moment here, it's created anxiety. Ultimately, the mode that it's most likely to leave you in here is going to be a King of Swords mentality. It's going to have you be very solitude, as you can see. King of Swords, he's sitting by himself there. So he's sitting by himself, thinking everything over, again, with the anxiety, probably running things through potentially in this relationship situation that I'm seeing here, especially with the next followed being the Nine of Pentacles, and a lot of readings have been getting this as well, but maybe like a lack of confidence, a loss of self-esteem based off of the ending of this situation. Right in the middle, we've got the standard Lovers in reverse here, right underneath the anxiety, next to the World upside down, and the World being upside down in reverse position underneath the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands, which is going to be your last card here. I would see that is almost literally your world being turned upside down. A lot of worries, a lot of stresses, maybe not just with relationship-wise. So I can see that coming through. And again, on starting out your third row here, immediately following in the progression how I read the World here, is we have the other pictorial card in here, which isn't standard in the decks, and this is another Lovers card, and it's turned upside down as well. So that's letting me know that there's a definite situation where there was a problem with the relationship, something happened, and like I was saying, it's leading me to think that it gave you some confidence issues, less self-esteem, things of that nature. We also got the Three of Cups here. That could mean a couple different things in the end spread. The very last row, we have the Lovers in reverse position, the Three of Cups, and Seven of Wands. So for some of you, that's going to resonate as this situation here that ended was due to a third-party situation. That would definitely explain the lack of self-esteem and confidence, because sometimes that can happen when we go through that. We can feel like, well, were we not good enough, etc. That's not the case here, Pisces. It's really a situation of you know, some people work, some people don't. Maybe in that right, and they're not always in a mature space to handle that as well. And so that's definitely left you with feeling like you need to defend yourself, defend your actions. I'm taking that as a loss of confidence, a loss of self-esteem. It also, on a flip side for others of you, could say that this troublesome relationship situation that you're getting out of through community with maybe your friends, family members, things like that, will help you regain the confidence in order to take on the world. So that last row is kind of going two different directions for two different energies. So it all depends on how that resonates with you as far as which way you want to take, but both are very, very accurate. It just probably depends on some of the other things happening in your birth charts, Pisces. But let's go ahead and get more clarification on some advice here for you for this next week coming up. You can give some advice for Pisces and their situation in the next week coming up. What advice do we have for Pisces in the next week? Their situation coming up. What advice do we have for Pisces next week? Their situation coming up. Oh, we got one on the ground. Okay, definite. That makes sense. Go over it in just a second, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces coming in? All right, absolutely. Okay, so this definitely makes sense as far as this situation. So, yes, most likely, I'm just going to go out and say it, Pisces. Most likely, you did have a relationship, either some serious struggles or a complete end in that relationship. It's left you feeling a little bit closed off because your self-esteem and confidence has been hurt. Or for others of you, you've been able to commune with family after this situation, family and friends, and it's rebuilt your confidence, but you're still very closed and guarded when it comes to a next relationship situation. So in order to help gain further balance for you, first we have, from the wild unknown, we've got the Two of Wands. Definitely deciding where to focus your energy, literally where to point your wand. And then we have the Emperor as well. Emperor energy, making rules, you making the rules, you stepping into that king's chair, sitting on that throne, making the rules, deciding for yourself. And then last but not least, we have the Moon card, which in this deck actually kind of represents the entire deck. They represent it as the wild unknown. So definitely mystery and just plunging forward with your energy, but being full in your power and knowing that you can make the right decisions, and that you shouldn't feel like this situation has anything to do with your current self-esteem, because this situation had nothing to do with you. Oh, it did hurt you, but it wasn't your fault. You don't need to lose confidence. Just move forward in your power. And then let anybody else know in the future. I have this actually sitting right next to here, but with your Two of Wands and then the Emperor here, basically the power going forward that you need to have instead of a lack of confidence here, Pisces, is don't make me use my wand. That's hilarious. I have that always sitting right next to me here on the shelf. But in this case, it is totally true for you. You just need to step into your power. Don't let any of that get into your head, Pisces. You're excellent. You're wonderful, and you will make somebody very, very happy. All right. Thank y'all very, very much, Pisces, for tuning in. This is Expeditious Fool Tarot. If y'all want a personal reading, which I love to do, don't hesitate to contact me. I've got several different ways you can do that. You can contact me through Facebook, which is The Expeditious Fool, TikTok, Expeditious Fool Tarot, or Instagram, expeditious_fool. And you can contact me any of those ways. We can set up a personalized reading. I can go in a whole lot more depth for you than I did here on any situation. So just let me know what you might be interested in. Of course, if this resonated with you, don't forget to put a comment in the spot below. Also, like, subscribe, click that little bell so you get all the videos in the future. All right. Thanks a lot again, Pisces. Y'all have a wonderful day. And like I said, 100% Pisces. That's the energy you need to go to. You got this. All right. Thanks, everybody.